back to HTTV. My name is Charles Xavier.
And I'm Jack Lane.
Birthdays.
We got Sawyer Miller, Zoe Close, Samson Waldner, Jeremy Hofer, Kennedy Tomsha, Ashley Massett, Easton Otto, Trajan Flea, Jacqueline Wagner, Jocelyn, sorry, my bad, Harley Nielsen, and Caitlin Woodward.
Would we like to add that those birthdays extend all the way through January 7th as we will be beginning the new year. But on that note, we're going to send off for our first interview today with Grayson Banger to have our talk with Santa. So to you, Grayson.
Hi, this is Grayson Binger with HTTV. I'm here with St. Nick, and we're going to ask him some questions about Christmas. So, Santa, how long is your beard?
Well, it's about a foot long.
Interesting. How fast would you say that your sleigh goes when you're delivering presents?
150 miles per hour.
It's kind of weak, but, well, what do you do if your reindeer are hurt or sick or, tired?
Well, we take them to the vet first, and if they can't fly, we just substitute them with an elf.
And I'm sure this question is one that all the kids want to know. What's your favorite kind of cookie?
Chocolate chip.
That's all. Back to you.
Thanks for that first interview of yours, Grayson. The calendar event, Friday the 18th, we have Enhancement, and the Spink Colony Christmas concert is to start at 7 o'clock. The 19th, there is Junior High JV Wrestling Tournament, and basketball will be traveling out to Langford, a doubleheader that is scheduled to start at 1 o'clock. Tuesday, we'll be having a half day of school where we'll be marking the end of the first semester. 24th is Christmas Eve. 25th is Christmas Day.
Woo!
As we continue to have no school, Tuesday on the, let me check here, see my date. The 29th, the girls will play in Huron versus Mitchell Christian in the Huron Classic at Huron Arena. Scheduled to start at 5:30, but depending on how games are going, it could vary a little bit. And then on the 30th, the boys team will go back to Huron for the boys section of the Huron Classic, and they are scheduled to face off against Miller at 3:30. Thursday is New Year's Eve, and Friday, the beginning of the new year.
So, new year, new you, right?
Yep.
That's what I heard.
Hear what the New Year's resolutions are.
It's a lie. You're still you.
Saturday the 2nd, we pick up action with a doubleheader starting with junior high basketball against Sanborn Central Woonsocket at 11 a.m. It'll be quite a day of basketball. Monday the 4th, it's the beginning of the second semester, and there's junior high girls and boys basketball at Clark. Tuesday the 5th, it'll be girls basketball against Sunshine Bible Academy at Sunshine Bible, start at 5:15. And the 7th, the junior high girls basketball team will face against Northwestern, as the varsity girls will be scheduled to start at 6:30, and there is a wrestling triangular. So with that, we're going to send it off to Boston to see what Coach McGilvery's got for this week. To you, Boston.
This is Boston here with Coach McGilvery. Coach, what is your take on the Warners game?
I was impressed. We want to be more patient this season, and we really want to focus on defense. And we held the number 2 team in the state to 7 points in the first quarter and 21 in the first half. Our offense didn't come around as fast as we needed it to in the first half, but this is a 3-point game going into half. We battled foul trouble throughout the first half as well, and anytime a young team like ourselves can take a number 2 team in the state to the brink like we did. Third quarter, we went back and forth a little bit with them. We had our point guard get into some foul trouble, really hurt us offensively, and hurt us getting the ball up and down the court a little bit. But I think it was a 6 or 8 point game at the end of the third quarter, and then we made the decision to get our point guard back in there in the fourth, and he picked up an unfortunate foul real early, and that pretty much spelled the end of the evening for us.
With that, what are you expecting on the game this Thursday here, the 17th, and then Saturday?
Well, tonight, Thursday, we play Springs. It's definitely not a team the caliber of a Warner, but very, very good team. They're well coached, and we're going to have to keep their guards out of the paint, force them to shoot from the outside, and do a lot of the things that we did well against Warner, but we need to do it for 4 quarters. We need to play defense for 4 quarters, and offensively, we need to get after it. Saturday's game against Langford, they're the number 3 team in the state, and it'll be another great test for us to see where our young team's at this early in the season, and I'm hoping that we'll stay out of foul trouble, continue to work on the things that we need to improve on, and see what we can do against a tough Langford team in their house.
Thank you.
12-year-old Justin Bieber here. Thanks for that interview there in Boston. Christmas is right around the corner.
Yes, it is.
Next week, what do we get out? 22nd, we get out at noon. And
Yeah, can't wait either. I mean,
it's gonna be one to remember. I know. Hopefully, Santa. I asked him for some moose to try and help out my 12-year-old Justin Bieber here. And
Well-
hopefully, I open my stocking on Christmas Day and there is some moose in there waiting for me.
see, when you apply the mousse though, you gotta apply when wet. So then it keeps that wet, so like that wet look. So then you look like a '90s Backstreet Boy or whatever they were.
Oh, okay. So not like 15
No,
year old.
you'll be older than 15, but I can't wait to open the gifts under my tree on Christmas morning. I always look forward to that. I wake up at about 2 and open all my gifts and then rewrap them. So and then I got a fake surprise. So I'm getting pretty good at that.
That's pretty terrible.
I try and catch Santa every year, but it never works. He's pretty elusive.
You know, one time there was a piece of his suit left on the chimney in our house, even though my house doesn't have a chimney. There was a piece of his outfit that was hooked on like a door handle. I don't know what he was doing, but it was pretty interesting.
It's ridiculous. It's unbelievable how fast he eats that whole plate of cookies. I mean, that would take me at least 3 hours.
I know. So, all you kids out there trying to catch Santa this year, we wish you luck, for we are still trying ourselves.
Yes.
But, ready for the new year? Start of next year? I mean...
Yep. Yeah, I mean, New Year, you hear all them, I can't wait to hear all the ridiculous New Year resolutions.
Yeah, that people have that they never complete. You know?
I think the longest, I've heard of one of these, weird ones that should not even be one. Longest I've ever seen that last was like 6 hours. So usually people, when they set these goals, they sometimes...
They kind of
most
set
of
the
time-
bar a little too high.
Yeah, and then they're not successful.
Ever.
No.
But we hope all you have a good Christmas and a good New Year's. But with that, we're going to send it off to Sage at the elementary to see what the kids have this week. To you, Sage.
Hi, I'm Sage with HTTV here with Johnny. What grade are you in, Johnny?
Kindergarten.
And what are you doing right now? Are you decorating for Christmas?
No, we're making a thing that rhymes with stuff.
Ooh. Did you get something that rhymed with that?
Yes.
Is her class fun?
Yes.
Have you decorated the halls?
No.
Are you going to do some decorating?
I don't know.
Are you excited for Christmas?
Yes.
What do you think you're going to get?
I'm going to get a corn header and a puzzle.
Sweet. I'm back with Kinsey. What grade are you in, Kinsey?
5th?
And are you ready for Christmas?
Yes.
Who's your teacher this year?
Miss Barry.
And what are you doing in class?
We just got done making reindeer.
What do you make reindeer of?
Pipe cleaners, pom-poms, and eyeballs.
Sweet. So are you going to set it in your house or something?
Yes.
What do you think you're getting for Christmas?
Maybe books.
Sweet. Thank you. Hi, I'm back with Riley. What grade are you in?
3rd.
And what are you doing in class?
Making snowflakes.
Out of what?
Jewelries and buttons.
Oh, sweet. What do you want for Christmas this year?
Legos.
Legos? Any special kind of Legos? Or characters?
Heroes.
Oh, sweet. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you for those interviews, Sage. The Vikings. I mean, wow. Wow. What a game, you know. Never caught the game because we were out supporting the girls, but Paul Allen on the radio, boy, that single-handedly made my night. I mean,
Well,
the excitement he was having,
that last drive, I mean, he
he was getting into it.
like, you ever seen like one of them like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like so surreal.
It's almost like a little kid or something.
Yeah.
And he gets like this prize, and he's just getting so excited.
And then he realizes it's fake.
Yeah. Or he realizes he can't afford it, and the people just walk away with it, and he's just crushed. I mean, that was Paul Allen.
How did he say that? He was
I mean,
like,
how'd that play go?
he's like,
Something like Bridgewater drops back, strip sack fumble, game's over, Vikings lose. I mean, just the change of attitude.
he went from
One of the
so happy to my life just ended right there.
so
in that
disappointed,
moment.
all in God, and it was.
I mean, everything I've worked for is gone now. That's what he sounded like.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so unbelievably real to him. Like, oh,
like he actually thought
the Vikings
they
were gonna
have
win.
a chance. I mean,
I just could, for the life of me, I just don't get it.
I mean, they didn't have an awful game. I mean, Bridgewater threw for 335 yards and a touchdown, but
And yet they still don't even win.
well, Peterson, he only had 69 yards off 23 carries and a touchdown. He's come in having kind of slipping the past few weeks, but they did lose 3 fumbles. Jarius Wright lost one, Peterson lost one, and then of course Bridgewater at the end of the game, strip sack fumble, the game's over. But I mean, it was a pretty interesting game to listen to. I mean, Walsh, he went 2 for 2 on field goals and 2 for 2 on extra points.
I was impressed with him.
I mean, I'm surprised, but I think he's starting to get it figured out.
Yeah, finally coming back to his old self.
And I mean, but they pick up action next Sunday at noon against the.
Not a clue.
Not a clue.
That's how much
the
I
Bears.
care.
They come
Oh,
up
yeah.
against the division rival, the Bears.
So they'll probably lose, even though the Bears are really bad. But
Bears have been getting a little better.
yeah,
That's
Vikings
what
will
we're-
lose.
Yeah. So that's all we have this week, folks. I'm Charles Xavier.
And I'm Jack Lane.
Have a classy Christmas, HTTV.
Ho 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 ho.